My topic is Needs for Writing Lesson Plan in Mathematics. First, Introduction. A day to day planning of details and sequence of each day's work is of great importance to the each individual teacher. A lesson plan is a step by step guide which helps teachers in maintaining a standard teaching pattern and does not lead the class deviate from the topic. And then the daily lesson plan forces a teacher to determine what learning activities will do in a class during that period. And then it also provides a teacher with hearing, learning objectives, qualities of questions, supplies, and activities also. A teacher who does to do class without planning for a lesson runs the risk of wasting time and effect. And then having a good lesson plan is important for the whole host of the reason, not least in hopeful, ensuring that learning will take place during the lesson. A good lesson plan goes a long way towards preventing classroom problems. Learning to the plan good lesson needs work and effect which takes time also, and it is itself is an important step towards a successful consummation of what being planned. And the next slide is definition of lesson plan. According to this good defined lesson plan is a outline of the important points of the lesson plan arranged in order in which they are not to be presented to the students by the teacher. And the next one is Davis. Define the lesson plan as a arrangement of learning, organization and controlling by the teachers. And in the words of Stans Lester B, a lesson plan is actually a plan of action. And then, according to Bosing, a lesson plan is a title to give a statement of the achievement to be realized and the specific means by which these are to be realized as the result of activities engaged in during the period. It is the teacher's mental and emotional visualization of classroom experience as he plans it to be acquired. It is a many way the core, the heart of effective teaching and the basic consideration for preparing a lesson plan. While preparing a lesson plan, the following board principles should be borne in mind. First one is selection of suitable subject matter, and the next one is presentation of the selected material is an organized, orderly and effective manner. Stating the objectives to be realized in clear and specific terms also, and assessing the people's capacities, capabilities, interest, background, and previous knowledge also, and then careful estimation and selection of those activities most appropriate for realizing the objectives. Arrangement of these activities into a properly ordered schedule. And then last one is evaluating the attainment of stated objectives. And the next slide is function of the good lesson plan. A function of good lesson plan in mathematics serves the following sort. Lesson plan makes the teacher's work more regular, organized and systematic also. And then it delimits the teacher's field of work, enables him to define his aims and objectives more clearly. It forces the consideration of goals and objectives also, the selection of subject matter, the selection of procedure, planning of activities, and also planning of evaluation devices also. It prevents waste of time as every step has been planned with forethought. Unnecessary repetition is thus avoided. It enhances self-confidence of the teacher. It paves the ways for teacher to enter the class without anxiety. It organizes and systematic the learning process also. The literacy of lesson becomes well knit, interconnected, and associated of the learning process takes a definite shape and its continuity is assured. It provides opportunity for the creative and constructive also. It helps to develop reasoning, thinking, and imagination powers of the student. It facilitates appropriate use of teaching aids at appropriate places also. It helps to sustain students' interest in learning by providing interesting and relevant learning experience of the student level. And then lesson plan helps in budgeting of time according to the requirement of the children and syllabus also. It helps to pick and choose the particular aspects that need emphasis. It helps in providing real and practices in mathematical principles and also formulas also. It keeps the teacher on a right track as she is conscious every step that she has to take. Planning helps the teacher to visualize students' difficulty and plan for remedial programs also. And the next slide is lesson plan. What needs for writing lesson plan in mathematics? Selection of suitable subject matter and evaluating the attainment of the standard objectives. What are the needs of writing lesson plan? To develop a reasoning thinking and imagination power of the student, to make the teacher more regular, organized and systematic in lesson plan, to help the teacher to visualize the students difficulty and plan for remedial program also, to enhance the self-confidence of the teacher since it paves the way of the teacher to enter the class without anxiety, to help the teacher in selecting and using more relevant and appropriate illustrative method to make the abstract mathematical concept concrete, to budget the time according to the requirement of the children and syllabus also, to keep the teacher on a right track as she is conscious of every step that she has taken, to provide opportunities for the manifestation of creative and constructive also. And then conclusion of needs for writing lesson plan. Reinforce important connections and help students anticipate the goals for next class. Method for concluding classes are summarize the information just covered in the class in your own words. Explain how the lesson builds on previous lesson and connects to the upcoming assignment. These are the needs for writing lesson plan in mathematics. Thank you.